Hello, welcome to this Microsoft Excel training. In this video, I'll be doing a simple task in response to the request that a friend of mine made during the weekend as per how to use the Microsoft validation tool, the list specifically, to automate a calculation process. So we're going to be looking at how we can create a list of some certain options and then automate a calculation process using this particular list to make Excel worksheet to respond to whatever a selection in the list is says and what response should we have. So join me in the class as I show you how you can do this. So now let's look at this worksheet. We have a list of customers, customer ID, the customer names, and then we have the payment. As we can see, the payment structure, the 6,000, the 1,000, and the zeros. And so we have a payment status that says fully paid, partially paid, not paid. So we want to create that as a list here. We don't want to type them manually. We just want to select, because tomorrow the status of these our customers may change and we want to just change the list automatically. So now we select this and then we go to the data tab. In the data tab, we look for the validation tool. The validation tool is under the data tab, and then of course we find the data tools group. So under these settings, we have allow, and then we will select list. Then for the sources, we're going to pick these. So we click here and we highlight this. That's our sources. But if you don't want to make use of this selection, you can type them directly here. Okay, you can just use comma to separate. You type fully paid, you use comma, you put a comma, you type partially paid, put comma, and then not paid. But if you have the list, just pick it as your source and then you click OK. So as it is now, we have the source. Okay, so we can see that. And then we can come to the remark section and put a formula. So this is where we are concerned with the formula. So we are going to say, and because we have several criteria, several options or logical selections to make, logical tests to make, we are going to use the ifs function because we have multiple logical tests. And so the first logical test is if this particular cell D3 equals to fully paid. Okay? If that cell has the value of fully paid, then what do we want? We should put something like bill settled. So that should be the value if true. And then we'll come again for the second logical test. If the status here equals to partially paid, and then we want the status or the value if true to be, let's say you have a balance of, then we can spread space, close the bracket, make an addition of, just join some text string. So we put the normal value, which is 6,000, we put a minus and then subtract whatever is here from it. And then we can join it with another text and then put open quotes, then put what we want to display. So say, so, maybe to settle, something like that. And then we'll go for the next logical test, that if D3 equals to not paid, then we want it to say, please pay now, something like that. And then we'll close the bracket and then we'll use the enter key. So for a person that has done full payment, we say bill settled. So if we select, so this is partially, so we can copy this down. At first, it's going to show some not applicable because I didn't add some additional values here of what it should show otherwise. Okay, so that may give us this response. But with this, we can always change it. Just come not paid. What is this? Fully paid. This is partially paid. This is not paid. And you can see that the value, the response, the remark shows what exactly is the condition of that person's payment status. So this is partially paid. And it's also, because of the string that I did there, it's also telling us you have balance of 5,000. So this has paid 1,000. So let's say this person paid 3,000. You'll see that it's going to show you have balance of 3,000 to pay. So this is not paid, not paid, not paid. So let's say this one paid 2,000. Okay, so let's see what is going to show. Partially paid, you have balance of 4,000 to settle. Not paid. So you can see that the process is automated with the remarks. And so as a monitoring, as a debt control person, you can easily monitor the situation, using this worksheet to monitor the payment status of each person and then get what it should display on the Excel worksheet. So that's how to use the list to also automate a calculation process using the if function in your worksheet. Okay, so if you have any comment or question, you can add at the end of the video, for maybe you also have suggestion or you have your own contribution or you have your own challenge and you're trying to find solution to it. We'll look at it if you can bring it up in the comment section. All right, so thanks for watching. Bye for now.